Alright everyone, how's it going? It's been some time. I apologize for that, but some unforeseen things happened, and we're back with a review. 1 year later, after Papa 3, and we have Papa 4 in hand. It's pretty nice to get one of these once a year, not gonna lie. Like, as soon as one arrives, they announce the next one and it goes up for pre-order, and then we get it around the same time next year. So, you know, everybody loves Papa 3. But, I mean, this is my guy right here. This is the one I saw live. So, interesting color we've got going on here. We got, like, orange and this dark blue. It says Papa 4 right there on the front. Basic same little, like, dotted pattern around it. On the sides, we've got similar symbols that are on the robes. Got that kind of crucifix logo that is on the back of the main robe. And if we go to the back, yep, we got that Impera era crucifix there, and a little backstory read up. He is the only leader of the clergy to not be part of the Emeritus bloodline. He's father's father. You can pause and you read that. And then, you know, ultimates across the top. No slip cover. They've completely gotten rid of that by this point, I believe. I don't buy any other Ultimates figures, really. I've only been buying these. Alright, and here is our boy out of the packaging. I'm really battling myself on which I like more, Papa 3 or Papa 4. They're both probably the best that we've gotten out of the Ghost Ultimates so far. But I am, at the moment, leaning towards 4 here, because, as I'm sure I probably keep saying throughout this video, you know, Cardinal, that was the era I came in on, and, you know, witnessing that whole arc and being with this guy for 2 album cycles, this is my guy. This is probably who I think about first when I think of the band as a front man, because I really like the Papa 4 look. I wish he wore the robes more on stage, but we'll not talk about that. Anyway, this metallic blue jacket, I didn't know if I was gonna like it at first when it comes to, you know, on stage presence, but we're talking about the figure here. Jeez, James, focus. In figure, it looks really good, this metallic blue paint. Holy shnikey, man. Otherwise, it's, you know, just black. I really don't think there's any other detailing here, which is kind of a shame, but honestly, with this, you don't need it. You got the tattering on the pants. They almost look like a brown color on the front. I don't know what's going on there. But, you know, the whole body is just black. The jacket is a rubbery plastic, same with the ascot there. And rubbery cuff frilly things, so when you rotate the hands around, they're all gummy and you don't have to worry about any restrictions there. Maybe a little bit if you're doing some crazy stuff, but you shouldn't really have to worry about that, because this is a Papa after all. You're not going to be doing any crazy superhero crap. But yeah, you know, some matte black, some shiny black, metallic blue paint on the jacket, white paint on the face, and, you know, the face looks really good here. Really happy with the way this came out. The really cool thing about this, I didn't know if they were going to do this. I'm really happy they did. Super7 makes just okay figures, but when it comes to, well, I won't say all detail. They could put a little bit more work into, you know, paint apps here and there. Maybe a wash here and there will do. But when it comes to knowing their shit about the subject matter, they tend to kill it. And like we saw last time with the kazoo with Papa 3, this is not entirely on par with this. Let me just shut up and just show you. But if you know your stuff and you've caught it, the fuck you is on the inside of the jacket there. So I was very curious if that was going to make it to this figure or not. And that's pretty impressive that they got that in there, not gonna lie. The arms don't really want to lay down at their side, but yeah, as you can see, he's just kind of like A-posing at all times, that you can't get the arms to go more with the, like, up against his sides there. I can't speak, man. With him, you're gonna be doing more things where he's doing like his opulent hand poses and shit. Yeah, I've got the spellcasty hands on right now. Some force grab stuff. Oh wait, I'm gonna get him to do the new metal pose. His hands are out of focus, but you know, you get. I'm sure most of you will get the bit. Man, I can't speak! Most of you will get this bit. It's kind of a meme going around how like every new metal artist photo shoot they did this towards the camera. Alright gang, when it comes to accessories already on him, we've got these splayed out kind of spellcaster hands that are just flat black. Grippies, just the regular black ones. Hinges that go like that, not side to side. Then you've got black fisted hands. You've got these like karate choppers. I think that's in reference to the when he first was ascended to the rank of Papa 4, he kind of did that pose, which is hands out like that. Grippers with the skeleton bone gloves. And then, you know, this is like the craziest accessory we get besides the robes is the shaka hand, or he does it when they perform Call Me a Little Sunshine, but you know, it's the little gesture for a phone. And then you got the miter head I showed, pretty good. Something's weird to me about the detailing on it. I don't know if they were able to really see the final version of the miter that was used. Maybe they just got like concept art, I don't know, but it definitely does look better than the promo images. And then on the tassels, got some crucifixes and some stars and whatever shit. Mic stand, you know, we've seen this with every single one. Yeah, you get it. And then the robes. This is interesting. So, Papa 4 has very interesting robes where it's like a under and over, and they actually do split into two. So if you want to go for that look where he went in the beginning, you know, when we first saw Papa 4, you could do that. But if you want like the whole Regal look, loose thread there, whoops, then you can do the top cover with that. Nothing on the back of the smaller one. But man, when we first saw this, holy sh! This was nuts. The 2 4s on the bottom, all of this stuff around the side, a little 666 thing. It looks like little like dragon gargoyle demons there. Appa Emeritus. That's a little messed up. It says Appa Emeritus. We're supposed to say Papa, but the P is like all the way up in there. But you know, Papa Emeritus going down both sides. That kind of shit. And on this, a little bit different. It is a Velcro tab that goes across the middle to kind of place it on top, like a traffic cone. Got the G crucifixes there, and then some other random symbols and shit. And then on the back, big old G crucifix thing and a bunch of dots and some stuff around the top right up there. You get it, you know it, you see it. Alright, let's do some articulating and then we'll throw him in the traffic cone, shall we? Alright, baby, let's do some taint tickling. So the head doesn't really seem to get a lot of movement forward and back. Some tilt. I think he's got the same thing going on with Papa 3 where like it's really deep, like up this way. If you kind of look at this head, yeah, it doesn't necessarily sit flat. It's like up in. So he's always kind of like looking up. You know, some tilt. Arms go all the way around. You know that. They go. Oh wow. They go up that far. Only go down that far. Single joint hinge at the elbows. I'll give you swivel. Hands, you know, rotate. And all the hands have side to side hinge like that. He has got just like a single fold to the torso. Ooh, that does not allow for much at all. Do it. I don't know, these always just don't do that well. It feels like I'm gonna break it. But he barely gets like any bend there. Let me try if I can. Yeah, not much movement. But you know, it's Papa. It's not Spider-Man. He doesn't need to be doing fucking back bends, arching his shits, and sending pics. Legs, kick. That far forward. Go back. That far. Oh, his butt is rubber. Look at that. Look at his cheek there. I'm bending his cheek. Look at that. He's got rubber butt. Man, there's a... Good on you, Super7. There's a lot of figures nowadays that don't do that. They just have plastic asses and you don't get to kick the leg that far back. Good on you. You know, single jointed knees only goes back that far. Hits 90. And then that allows for swivel. Ankle rocker. You know, it's Super7 stuff. Sometimes the ankles will hinge, sometimes they don't. You get the gist of it. Nothing crazy, you know? But it gets the job done. Oh, I forgot splits. Okay, so we got a ball going up into the hip there. There we go. So that's how the thigh. So that also allows for a little bit of twists there, you know. Kind of eliminates a need for thigh cut, but not really. But, you know, like I keep saying, it's not a Spider-Man. He doesn't really need that much crazy stuff. He's gonna stand there. He's gonna have his mic, and he's gonna tell you how cool Satan is, you know? How does this work? Are there sleeves? There are not. It's just a poncho. Oh, this is gonna be a breeze. Are you kidding me? I totally forgot. Oh. Wait. No, that's just the scene. I totally forgot that his chasuble, or whatever the hell the word is, I think it's it, is literally just a poncho. Like, the other guys, they have little sleeve bits here that you have to fucking thread the whole arm through, and it really limits articulation. But man, this is it's literally just gonna be extremely frayed threads there. That's not good. Seeing this outfit just immediately puts a ritual in my head. Like, seeing the concert footage that night from the Mexico City show in 2020. I remember staying up most of the night on the subreddit waiting for footage to come out to see what the hell happened, because we all knew something was going down that night. I cannot get this head on. I have no problem popping the other head off, but I can't get this new one on. Am I going to have to apply heat to a Super7 figure? I think I got it on. Alright, here he is in his fully robed look with the miter on, and it looks a little funky, and that's just because it is kind of strange getting like soft goods down to this size without it just looking huge. I've been mainly, you know, doing Four Horsemen stuff. I haven't really been buying a whole lot of other lines from other companies, and I'm used to their skill. I don't know, they're just really good at getting soft goods at this scale to not look huge and clunky. And as you can see here, you know, we've got two layers on this guy. We've got already a decently large robe underneath, and then we've got the overlay second bit, which is the big old black piece here. And, you know, too much material sitting on each other is just gonna look kind of big and bulky. But it could be worse. After having this guy in hand for a little bit and having him on the shelf, I'm not as brutal on it. I can give it some leeway, because honestly it could have looked a lot worse. So I appreciate that they gave us this much material, because this as an accessory is pretty nuts. And the fact that it's not just one big thing that's sewn together, I feel like is a little bit better, because, you know, you can just take the black bit off if you want that Mexico City 2020 like first Papa 4 appearance look. Then you can totally do that, because, you know, this main robe is a lot smaller than the other three. They cut down a lot of material down in this area. Usually it's just, if you lay those robes flat on the other three guys, it's just a big square. This kind of has like a taper going down, and while it looks a little odd like this, the full look I think looks pretty good. A little strange, but I like it. Pretty good. Not by mind's eye when I think of Pop 4 in full regalia. Something's a little off with the head, but they did a pretty good job. Maybe I'm just coping here, but I think I found the fix. Let's see here. Does this look better? I don't know. So I had the little Velcro clasp sitting kind of low, and that's like the way I put it on is just the way it came out of the box. So the bendy wire kind of already had like a form fit, but I messed with it a little bit. Got the little Velcro clasp kind of as high up as it can go. And I don't know, that might look better. I don't think it's as bulky up there near the top. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, once you get around the side, it looks kind of ugh. But, you know, from the front, we're mainly going to be seeing them. I don't know. I think that works pretty good. I did it. I did it, chat. I made him... Yeah. Here is your comparison shot of the whole quadrilogy of the lineage. He definitely has a smaller presence. I guess that's just because he doesn't have these rectangular block robes like these guys have. He has like material cut on the sides there. Overall, closing thoughts. Really happy with this guy. You know, I came in during the Prequel Cardinal era, and so, you know, this is my guy. As much as I love Papa 3, and I really like that figure, having this guy on the shelf kind of front and center, he is one of my favorites right now. I should probably delegate like what my top 5 or something is that I have in my collection at some point. I don't know, that could be a video on its own. Yeah, if you're a Ghost enjoyer and you're already in this hobby, then, you know, what are you doing? Go grab one of these. I don't know what prices are for the other ones. I know that completionist mindset is going to probably set in for a lot of you. But, you know, 4 and 3 are kind of the best out of the bunch, I think. You know, if you're a newer fan, then, you know, go get this guy, because you probably joined in during the Impera era. I was brutal towards this guy at first, but I've come around. I really enjoy it. I wish we got some other accessories, though. I assume most of the budget went into this double robe thing, but, you know, the craziest thing we got as an accessory with this guy is the little sunshine hand. Yeah, no, anyway, he's good. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you guys for watching. I will try and do other reviews. I want to do, like, kind of obscure stuff like this to fill in that niche. But I might just start doing Mythic Legion stuff, since that's, like, the only thing I collect figure-wise right now. I don't know, it's gonna be hard, because there's already those big names out there. Hopefully it won't be too long until I do another one. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe. Go get this guy if you like Ghost. And I'll see y'all next time. Oh yeah, one last closing thought. If we get Papa Nil next, I'm gonna be a little upset. I want a nameless ghoul, you know, whether that be just something that can be a Meliora or Prequel ghoul, or maybe a Impera era one, I don't know. But I want a 1/12 scale ghoul already, okay? They're just as cool as this goober, alright? I don't really care for Papa Nil, he doesn't do much. I'm tired of him getting so much merch representation first before the ghouls. Papa Nil's great and all, but, you know, I like me some ghouls too. They do a whole lot more on stage and have far more personality than Papa Nil has. Maybe that's a hot take, but hey, that's what I want.